Now I'm going to talk about the different types of life insurance so that you will know what type of life insurance makes the most sense for you. And I've split life insurance. While there's all different types of life insurance, they essentially fall into two different categories. One is term insurance, and the second is permanent insurance. So permanent insurance, that includes types of insurance such as whole life, universal life, variable universal life. You may have heard some of those terms. So here are the key differences between the different types of policies. As far as the death benefit goes, with term insurance, the death benefit only lasts for a specified term. The most typical term that is used in term policies is either 20 or 30 years. Then, in permanent insurance, the death benefit is there as long as you live and as long as you've paid enough premium. So either that you've paid premium for the entire life of the policy, or you paid more than extra premium in the early years, so there's enough to fund the policy for your whole life. So that's one very key difference, is that the term insurance is for a specified term, whereas the permanent insurance can be there for your entire life. I should say that term insurance technically can be there for your entire life, but once you are at the end of that term, so for example, if you had a 20-year term in policy, the premiums become so expensive after that term is up that it just doesn't make sense to keep the policy anymore. Then there's this idea of cash value. So all insurance policies, again, have this death benefit. And some policies also have a cash value, which could be considered like an investment component. Some of the advantages of the cash value are that it could keep the policy in place in years down the road. Again, if you don't want to pay the premium for that whole amount of time. You could also take out some of the cash value in the policy at very favorable tax rates. So that's the purpose, the main purpose of the cash value. So in a term insurance policy, there is no cash value, whereas in a permanent insurance policy, there is. There's a slight caveat to that. There's a type of permanent insurance that's called guaranteed universal life. And that's a permanent policy that's in place for your whole life, but it doesn't have a ton of cash value buildup. So then how about the premiums? That's the amount that you pay to purchase the policy. A term insurance premium is much lower than a permanent insurance premium. So there's sort of an overview on the basic types of insurance. In the next video, I'm going to get a lot more specific on exactly what types of insurance you should consider buying out of these types of insurance.